What is up? Welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and yes, it's episode 34 of Gem Fix Farm Max That Rush. And here you go. So we start out on the progress base, looking pretty good. I mean, let's be honest here. We have more buildings above and to the left of the walls than below and to the right. And remember, the legend is that everything above and to the left is maxed out. Can't be upgraded anymore. The Archer Queen is up there now. Yes, gotta love that right there. The Grand Warden, of course, so much other stuff. Just the defenses left. And hey, a little bit of help. All right, I'll take a little bit of help. I'll hold your gold. That's right. We had another series of packages come up after what felt like a really long break. I mean, it was a depressingly long break without packages, and I'm pretty sure it was because of the update and stuff that was going on, and I was definitely disappointed. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm trying not to be greedy, but I would love to see more resources coming in these because I've pretty much sworn off purchasing resources with gems except for the occasional rage gem, as we know. And so when we see like 8.5 million gold, it's like, okay, well, you know, that's a handful of walls, and literally that's about it. Now, the rest are books. We're pretty much always going to pick those up. The only thing we won't be purchasing is shovels for 500 gems. Everything else, I'll pretty much be a sucker. I mean, a supporter and purchase. Because remember, just look at me and think of me as that guy that supports all of you free-to-play players out there who have never spent a dime on the game because somebody's got to pay Supercell's bills, right? All right, well, hey, speaking of, let's go ahead and pay a few more of their bills. All right, we'll buy the wall rings because they're a relatively good deal. Expensive, but okay. Research potion, I guess at some point we will, but you ready for this? Are you ready for this? That's right. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna buy the Rune of Builder Elixir for 1,500 gems. It's just not in my wheelhouse. It's really not. Any other rune over on the home village side, yes, of course, we're picking it up. I just could not bring myself to do this. And honestly, if I could, I would protest the builder base and the fact that you can only attack 3 times there each day. It really, I don't know. The limit to the loot there, it's tough. Okay, so 19 million gold, and it feels like about, I'm going to say 19 million level 10 walls left to go. It's a lot of stinking level 10 walls. So here's 11.2 million right here for this segment, this section. Always the easiest way to do it, just to upgrade a bunch of walls at once rather than just going blip, 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 blip through it individually. If we can pick them up like this. So there's 11.2, and we can move these or not. Okay, yeah, we're going to go through the rest of these first. Now, of course, these aren't maxed out walls. Far from it. We understand that, but we move them a little bit further to the left as they get upgraded. So we take the level 11 walls, we put them together, and eventually we're going to get an episode here where we pass the halfway point. And I don't know about you guys, but in anything in life, for me, I take something of a joy in passing halfway. If it's something terrible or if it's something amazing. When you get halfway through it or halfway to it, it always feels good. Well, right now we're kind of less than halfway through it, okay? It's just not happening. But we are going to be using a rune, and of course there's some farming going on here. This episode today was, I believe, like 2.5 different farming sessions that happened. So we had the rune of regular home village elixir that I had actually forgotten about for a while, and we're out there farming. So there we go. So 107 level 11 walls, 3 level 12 walls, and 190 level 10 walls yet to upgrade. Now, okay, so check out this base. This base is like full on maxed out, minus the heroes, which I think is fantastic because it gives you the opportunity to practice whatever attack you're using. Okay, fine. Yes, I realize this attack doesn't really require that much practice, but you'd be surprised. I did have a former clanmate that failed an attack in Clan War Leagues using this exact army and spell composition. If you don't believe me, go check out Honey Attack for Me, I'm in Jail. That, by the way, is one of my favorite episodes of all time. And yes, I did all the voices in that episode, believe it or not. But, you know, some people think that I'm a voice actor. I don't know why you'd think that. But maybe if you came to a live stream, you might hear why. Okay. But anyway, so it's spell timing and placement that really makes the difference right here. This base was, again, not too much of a challenge for the E-Drags to get in there, get the Town Hall down, and most of the loot, you can see that Dark Elixir right in the middle there was really what I was focused on more than anything else. But I find myself, and it's funny, I get into these attacks and I get tunnel vision. I just think Town Hall, gotta get the Town Hall, gotta get the 2-star. 2-star is what matters. Then everything else behind that is gravy. Just gotta make sure we get the 2-star. It's like the old CWL thought of save 2 stars first before you go for that risky 3-star. In this case, obviously, we didn't really need either. We just wanted the loot. And yeah, and we didn't get the 3-star, but E-Dragon's super strong, even with a lower level king, but 15 levels. I'm thinking, I don't know. That's a lot of gems. Just, let's be honest, okay? If I were to gem bang the king to 65, it would be insane, okay? That would be, it would require a lot of Dark Elixir, and I think that we would probably all feel dirty after that episode. Just be honest. Take a moment. Think about it. Okay, what do you honestly think? See, right? It would feel bad, right? I think so too. So let's just hold off and we'll grind the king up a few more levels, maybe 60 to 65. You know, that might work. But again, check it out. Now, I feel like I'm filling up my gold and elixir a couple of times each day on average right now. So when I'm able to get out there and farm for a little bit anyway, we are getting some walls done. Now, the problem is, of course, level 13 walls. Yeah, I mean, even, it's just going to be crazy. Now, the other rule is, remember, never, if you can help it, upgrade things like walls when you don't have your gold pass maxed out. Because the gold pass is the reason that these walls cost 1.6 million and not 2 million each. And if you think about it in the long run, if you're going to upgrade 200 walls, that's 40 free walls that you would get. 20% extra, a 20% discount on wall costs. So yeah, it's a significant difference and significant enough that you probably want to grind the gold pass really hard to get that 20% discount as early as you can in the season. All right, so again, we take one more look. Just I wanted to see, okay, 119, so 122, level 11 and 12 walls, and then the rest are still level 10. All right. So now, okay, so here's what we did. So this is where I decided to try to break up the quote-unquote boredom a little bit, because everybody gets bored with the game. I'm serious, right? If you're running the exact same attack against the similar bases anyway, not exactly the same, but similar bases, there's only so much variety to it, right? Oh, I got a lot of loot. Okay, big deal. Move on next. Well, okay, so what we decided to do was a couple of things. First of all, I tried the Galayolo P.E.K.K.A. smash using Valkyries instead of P.E.K.K.A.s, and this attack, you'll notice that I didn't even boost the army. These are just little level 5 Valkyries. And unfortunately, we ran across a massive store of loot right here. I was kind of hoping that while we were experimenting with these weird attacking armies, and just you wait, okay? You think it's weird now, it gets way weirder. It does. All right, but hey, again, you got to stop by a live stream if you want to see just how weird it gets. Right here, it's just weird as level 5 Valkyries. They're still relatively strong. And again, I kind of focused on the Town Hall rather than the Dark Elixir and the storages. Honestly, if you are farming, don't do what I do what I say. Focus on the storages, look where they are, see if they're full, and go after them. Don't worry so much about the Town Hall, especially if you're farming with a strong army. At a lower trophy range, you're almost always going to get a star anyway, so you're not going to be at threat of losing your league status or falling below where you want to farm, because a 1 star is always super easy to grab. And remember, you only need 70% damage in order to max out the league bonus. So technically right here, I could walk away. Of course, there was still 1,800 Dark Elixir, and I didn't think about it. Once again, do as I say, not as I do. That is a full max level Dark Elixir drill right at the top of your screen, just to the right of 12 o'clock. And that is why there's 1,800 Dark Elixir that I'm actually going to leave behind in this raid. So a dumb move right there. That basically is worth an entire raid. Like, I should have saved one hero, saved something to drop up there to grab that, and not worry so much about the success of the raid. But I guess part of it, and I'm just being honest with you guys, part of it is there's a little bit of pride that goes into this, because I know that there's people watching, right? Almost always when I'm playing this account, we are live streaming. And so there could be a few hundred, there could be a few thousand people watching. And yeah, feels bad, man, to lose. And people yell at me anyway. I get yelled at for being trash for only getting a 93% and only getting, 2.2 million in loot and 9,000 Dark Elixir. But hey, all right, so here we go. This is it. This is what we're going to be doing more often in future live streams that might make you want to stop by fb.gg/realgaladongaming. That's right, it's viewer armies. All right, so viewer armies, like thanks to my good buddy Adam S., who said, Hogs in haste, Galadon. Oh, that's a great idea, Adam. I should definitely... Okay, so he was nice enough to let me bring some heal spells and a rage, and so that did make it a little bit less painful. But Hogs in haste, really? Mass Hogs. Now, of course, Itsu will tell you, oh, I could 3-star with this army anytime I want, and now I'm not German, I'm Russian, because I can't do a German accent, eh? Now it's Italian, because I can't do Russian either. I don't know what happened. I tried to go German, and next thing you know, he's Russian, and now I'm in Italy. I had to give up. I just attack with the Hog Riders. And so, yeah, 42. I like how I just sprayed all the haste around there, though. I was just like, the heck with it. Just throw it everywhere. And honestly, the haste didn't even feel like it accelerated those. Okay, it's level 3 haste, so obviously it's garbage haste. And, whatever. It actually works out okay. Now, we did find a huge amount of loot available in this raid, so I did want to use the Warden's ability early just so we didn't lose the Hog Riders. I realized, of course, that every Hog Rider that hits the Town Hall is going to die to the Giga Bomb because the Warden's ability is already gone. But surprisingly, check it out. They actually survived because the heal spell was right there, and the Hog merry-go-round with the Barbarian in the middle. I would love to see that in real life. That is just, I don't know, crazy stuff. So yeah, so the raid worked out pretty well despite the fact that it was one of the craziest troop compositions you could imagine, Hogs in haste. Obviously, I didn't take care of the defending Archer Queen, and she and her buddy, the 37 King, just made quick work of my Hogs. And yeah, all right, so we got most of the loot because, of course, the Archer Queen, and of course, we realized because of my incredible attacking ability, which is almost as good as my accents. I mean, they go hand in hand, really. I mean, either one could be professional at any moment in time. All right, so let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah, the Archer Queen, she actually did okay. You know, that's the thing. Level 65 Archer Queen feels so good and is so much more important than the Barb King. You know, he's only 50, and I'm not really feeling it that much. I'm not really hurting that much by having him that much lower level. And check out at the end of this raid, again, we did leave a lot of Dark Elixir on the screen, but overall, the loot was incredible. But this last Lonely Barbarian, he's not going to do anything. All right, get out of there, Barb. You go home. We've got this, and check it out. So not that bad loot, over 1 million. The viewer raids, the idea isn't to make me fail, it's just to make it a challenge, all right? Okay, now speaking of challenges, here we go with the status report. Deep breath, everybody. It is time to recap how much we have spent in total. Now today, of course, wasn't too bad, under 20 bucks, but it did bring the total to a whopping $2,778.07. We spent, actually it was pretty low, 2,780 gems, less than $20 worth. Time spent, this was a couple of farming episodes put together, so we are at 106 hours. And next goals, I want more viewer raids. Come to the live streams and let me know what you want to see. And nothing but walls. We're going to upgrade nothing but heroes and walls until every single wall is level 11. And you know what that means. It's going to be a bit of a grind, so I need your help. Please come by a live stream at fb.gg/realgaladongaming. Keep me company, hang out, have a great day. And I'll hope to see you all back here tomorrow. Why am I talking like that? For more full attacks.
Galadon, you forgot to say be kind to people, animals, and easy on the planet. Galadon, so I said it for you.